Do you feel like you are struggling through this little wild life that we're in all by yourself and wishing that you could get a little bit of help? Well, there is help available for you in your spirit guides. I'm going to talk today about who your spirit guides are, how they can help you, and how you can make your life a heck of a lot easier by working with these invisible beings that are here to help you in your life. And so, if you're new here, hello, my name is Jillian Harrington. I'm a reincarnation coach and energy worker, and I have been working with my spirit guides since 2005 is when I first started really hearing them, not in a worrisome way, in a helpful way. But I really started chatting away at them since I was a teenager. So, yeah, I've been working with them for over 30 years. And let me tell you, working with your spirit guides makes everything so much easier. I highly recommend it. So, in my life, I not only use them for myself and helping me along, but I also work with my clients to help them navigate their lives using the powerful assistance of their spirit guides. So, what is a spirit guide, you might ask? Let's talk about that. So, being on Earth is hard. If you didn't already know that, welcome. And so we're not thrown here all on our own, alone to navigate this life on our own. It feels like it sometimes, it sure does, but there are actual beings on the other side that help us, that kind of nudge things into place, or who whisper in your ear, or who encourage you, or who support you, or who bring things into your experience that you need. They are your guides. They're here to guide you through life, and they're in spirit form, hence the word spirit guides. Now, these beings that may be spirits that aren't in human form right now. So it could be like when you pass over, maybe you're like, I need a break from being in a physical form. I'm just going to take some time and I'll be a guide for somebody else because, whew, that's hard. I'd much rather be on this other side of the veil to work with people that are in physical form to help support them and encourage them and help them make sure that they're accomplishing what it is that they're wanting to get in life. So they could be people that you knew in previous lives. They could also be people that you know in this life. Maybe your grandmother, who you were really close to, passed over and she decided to be a guide for you. That's one way that spirit guides show up. They can be people that are just like you and me, but are not burdened by the drama of the physical human body. And so they can be of more help because we know these physical human bodies are a bit of a challenge. But they can also be higher level beings too, depending on who you are and what you're working on and what you need. They may be beings that have already graduated from Earth School or who are at higher levels of Earth School that can help you through your life. They may not even have been on Earth School, although that's unlikely just because it's really helpful to know how hard Earth is in order to help people navigate it. It's not like if you were going to school at MIT that you would want somebody who had studied at a liberal arts college to help you as you were navigating through what it's like to work at MIT. They're just different. It's just not going to be as helpful. Doesn't mean it can't happen, depending on you and what your particular situation is. They're kind of spirit guides, it's kind of like they have work assignments. Okay. There are different specializations on the other side that we choose to do. Some of us work with plants, some of us work with animals. There's a whole lot of different things jobs that we can get up to on the other side. And some of us choose to be guides to people in physical form. That's what our particular pathway is, that we want to help other people. Know that the beings, I keep saying people, but the beings that are spirit guides, this is what they want to do. Like, they are here to help you. This is their job. They've signed up for this to help you navigate your life. And when you interact with them and work with them consciously, it makes their life a lot easier. It makes their work a lot easier. They want to work with you. They want to help you. They want you to succeed. They want you to be happy. They want you to be fulfilled. You are not bothering them. They are here to support you. And I say they because it's not that you just have one. Now, you might have a primary being that you work with that before you came into physical form, you had a little chat with them and you planned out your life and you said, I'm going to do this and this and this. And usually they're beings that have learned what you have already learned. So they're already at a more an advanced state. So it'd be like if we're talking about school, I love the school analogy. Let's say you're getting ready for your sophomore year in high school and you're planning out your curriculum for that year. Well, maybe what you have is a senior, right? Or somebody who just recently graduated high school who comes and talks to you like, oh yeah, that course, that was a really good course. I really got a lot out of it. Ooh, that course was really hard and I don't know if you're ready for that course yet, right? They're beings that have been through this life experience before and have learned and grown so they can help share some of their wisdom with you as you plan out your life. And then they say, yeah, I'm going to be beside you. I'm here with you. You're not in this alone. I got you. I got you, dude. And so as you go through life, they're there watching over you and helping you and navigating things with you and encouraging you and telling you that you're wonderful and telling you all these beautiful things that you may or may not be listening to, but they keep trying. They keep trying to get through. They know how hard it is to be in the physical body. We tend to be very negative in the physical body and talk to ourselves very negatively. So they're trying their best to try to counteract some of that. And if you ever get into spirit writing, which we can talk about later in this video, you will see that when they start chatting with you, the first thing and the last thing they're going to be talking to you about is giving you support and encouragement. That is what they are here for. I love it. I love getting the support and encouragement. I need it. It's hard. Life is hard. So I think we should all take advantage of it when it presents itself to us. So you have the one, but it's not the only one. You have different spirit guides that will work with you through your life, depending on your different challenges. They might be specialists, right? They might be specialists. So if we're going to keep on with the school analogy, why not? Let's say you have somebody that was a English major, right? That's their specialization. They know all about the subject of English. And so you've decided that you want to learn more about English. So they're going to work with you in your life to learn about English. Okay, let's talk about real life examples. Let's say you're working on judgment. Let's say that's one of the life lessons that you want to work on, is that you're very judgmental of things and other people, and it isn't who you really want to be. You really want to be somebody who's loving and accepting. Well, you might have a guide that works with you specifically that's already been through that experience. They've already learned about, they were somebody that was really judgmental, and then they learned how to be accepting and loving, and so that they can come and help you through that by presenting you with different opportunities and different challenges and different people in your life, or just whispering in your ear. I mean, I don't mean that literally. They don't literally talk in your ear. There is telepathic mind to mind communication. So sometimes these thoughts come into your head that aren't from you, actually. They're from your spirit guide. Of note, they'll always be positive and encouraging, or informational. They're not negative. They're not mean. That's not what spirit guides are about. Don't believe that anything negative in your head is something from a spirit guide. They're loving, encouraging, supportive beings. So they might be helping you work on a particular topic, but they might also be helping you work on like a skill. Like, let's say you've decided you wanted to become a neurosurgeon, or let's say you wanted to become a woodworker, or let's say you wanted to become a chef. Well, you might have spirit guides that was their job. That's what they know all about. They've been through many, many, many lives where they've been a chef. And so they've decided, I'm going to help you because I loved being a chef. And so I'm going to work with you on learning on how to be a chef. When you're working on that particular area, they can come in and help you learn more about it. So like, I'm an energy worker. That's one of the things that I do. So I have guides that I work with specifically just for energy work. So when I'm doing energy healings on folks, I have guides that work with me that kind of say, hey, let's go over here and move this. And they don't do da-da-da-da-da. That's not how they talk. But it actually is a physical, for me, it's like a physical feeling. It's how they guide me, as if they're putting their hands in my hands, right? So they're working with me. So that's sort of a nutshell about spirit guides and who they are and how they show up in your life. But now let's talk about how you can work with them, because that's where the fun really comes in. They can't just jump in and do things. Now, they will do some stuff, right? They will help, but they respect you. They believe in you. They know you're powerful. They think you're fantastic, even though they know you have your problems and your challenges and the things that you're working through. They get it. They understand it and they love you for it. but they respect you and they're like, hey, you want to figure this out on your own? Okay. I don't want to get in your way. I mean, whenever I think about this, I think about my niece. Oh, who's such a little lovely little being. When she was like 3 years old, I just remember she was working on like some Play-Doh thing and she couldn't figure it out. And I was like, oh, let me help you with that. And she was like, no, I got this. And I was like, okay, you do it. You let me know if you need help. If you need help, I'm here for you. But you want to figure this out on your own? Okay, I'll be here. I'll be here and I'll be ready for you. That's what it's like with your spirit guides. They are here and they're ready, but they're like, you're trying to crack this nut on your own. I don't want to jump into your soup, right? I don't know why it's food metaphors, but that's what we're going with. So they want to respect you, but they do want to help. So for goodness sake, ask for their help. You do not have to do this on your own. I do this all the time. I do this for small things and I do this for large things. I have a challenge with a relationship and I'm like, okay, I'm having struggles here and I need some help. How can I get to a better place? How can I heal this? Help me with this relationship. You can just say, Spirit guides, I need your help. Can you please help me with this relationship? This is what I want to have. Or if you want to understand something, or maybe you want to bring something into your reality or experience. I would love to have more money in my life. I know that's a big thing for a lot of people. Guides, please help me bring more money into my life. Now, they might bring in actual money. You might start getting checks in the mail, or they might help you learn more about where you're stuck and why you are not allowing money into your life. Maybe you have some fear or belief. So they're going to maybe bring that into your awareness by perhaps, maybe they'll talk to you directly in your head. So it'll be thoughts. Perhaps it'll be some YouTube videos that show up or some books that come into your experience that try to help you learn that lesson. Maybe it's through an actual physical experience in your life, an actual challenge that you have to deal with. It can come in a lot of different ways. They have a lot of tools in their toolkit on how they show up. So whatever it is that you need help with, please ask them. They are here. They are ready. They want to help you. This life is hard enough. You don't have to do it on your own. They are here to help you. Okay, so you can get their help. Great. What if you want to dialogue with them? What if you want to communicate with them? I mean, maybe that's a little too weird for you. In which case, cool. Don't. That's fine. That's good. You do you. But I particularly feel like, gosh, I'm asking them for help all the time. And, I want to feel like I have a little bit more of a connection with them. Well, first off, and I would say, regardless of you want to communicate with them, when you finally receive that thing, to say thank you. Okay, so apparently maybe my spirit guides thought I was talking too much because it crashed my phone. I mean, it didn't crash it, my battery ran out. They're like, you need to wrap it up. So if this video all of a sudden looks a little skew, that's why. That's why I had to charge my phone up a little bit. And here we are again. Oh, and I went shopping, so I got that too. A little treat for myself. Okay, so let's get back to spirit guides and how you can communicate with them. So as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, it's so important to thank your guides, to thank them. I do. So as I mentioned, you can ask them for big things. You can also ask them for small things. So I asked them like, I need a parking spot. Could you help me get a parking spot? Or I want this particular parking spot. Or maybe I'll be like, I need help with my computer. My computer is like freaking out. I'm having connection issues. Could you please help me? And then when they do, I say, thank you. Thank you. Because don't we all like to be thanked when we do something for other people? It's a way to kind of, you've received some energy, you're giving that back in the form of gratitude, which is a love vibration. Gratitude's a love vibration. So you're giving them back some beautiful positive energy and recognizing them for the work that they've done. So that's a good way to start. Just sharing some gratitude with your guides for what they're doing in your life. But if you want to dialogue with them, what I started out doing was just talking to them because I'm a talker, right? I'm a talker. So I would talk aloud to them sometimes. Oddly, if I talked to them before I went to sleep, like they would put me out. I would be in bed and I'd be like, let me talk to you. And all of a sudden I got really, really tired. And they're like, shut it, Jillian, just go to sleep. But no, really, I think what was happening is that as I talk with them, my vibration level shifts. And I think it then just puts me in a higher level vibration that then like kind of is in a different alpha, beta, whatever wave state that then makes me more similar to the sleep state. So that's my theory. You can challenge me if you like. But yes, so you can chat with them out loud or you can talk to them in your head. That's actually the way I communicate with them the most, is because they do telepathic communication. I know it sounds weird, but that's what I know to be true from everything that I've learned and read across all of this spiritual sphere, from mediums and psychics and people who have passed over and come back to tell the tale and past life regression, is that they, sure enough, telepathic communication is the normal communication on the other side, not mouth verbal communication, because they're not in physical bodies. They don't have physical mouths. They can transmit energy waves into your brain. So you can do that back and just think at them and they can hear you. So that's usually like my lazy way of communicating with my spirit guides, but you can do it that way. You can also do spirit writing. So if you want to get information from your spirit guides, you can get yourself in a place where you light some incense, you get some crystals, you light a candle, you get your little Zen on, you do a little prayer, a little meditation, you calm yourself down so that you're not in the wacky little human brain world, but that you're able to be a little bit more open and connected, particularly if you want to work on the crown chakra. This is the chakra that connects you to the divine and your spirit guides. So if you can do work to open that up, maybe you just even put your hand on your head and pour some, intend some loving, bright, white energy into your crown chakra to open it up so that you can have a little bit more of an open portal dialogue with them. Also, the color purple, it's a spiritual color. That's what the color that your crown chakra is in alignment with, is that purple color. So if you work on maybe holding some amethyst like this, different purple gemstones, etc., to get yourself a little bit more in an open place. As you get more comfortable with it, you can do it without needing all of that, but it can really help your physical body kind of shift into the more of that open state where you can receive information. Then you can have the information come through you and through your hands or your fingers. So I like to have a journal, like an online journal. Not a written journal because my hand gets tired, but an online journal where I type out what it is that my spirit guides are telling me. So basically, like, I get calm, I get open, I ask a question, what do my spirit guides want to tell me? Or maybe I ask a question specifically about something I want to know. And then I just kind of listen to what comes into my head and I type it out. Again, as I said before, you're going to know if it's your spirit guides, if it's something loving, supporting, and encouraging, right? Often when they get started talking to you, they're just going on about how wonderful you are and how amazing you are, how much they love you. And sometimes you can be like, oh, this is wild. This is garbage, because you're not used to talking to yourself that way, or you're not used to having that vibration being given to you. So that's often what kind of comes out at first, but you can play around with it. If it's not your thing, that's totally cool. You don't need to have that sort of a communication with them in order to work with them and get them to help you in your life. But if you are interested in taking your relationship to the next level, that is a way to do it. Okay, so that is the overview on spirit guides and how you can work with them on making your life a little bit brighter and shinier and happier and easier. Let's do some more of that. So on that note, go ahead and subscribe if you want to know more ways that you can make your life a little easier and how to navigate this spiritual, challenging earth school that we're in. But I'm also curious, like, have you been able to get help from your spirit guides? Have you been able to have a communication with your spirit guides? Tell me the story down below in the comments. I love learning about how other people connect up to their spirit guides, or if any of this actually ends up working for you. I want to hear all about it. And Finally, I just want you to know that you are powerful, that even though this life is challenging and hard, you've got this, you've got help, you're not in it alone, you can do this, and yes, you really can have a life where you feel inspired and supported and loved. Okay, until next time.